Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's your boy Dean Shield, and today we're doing the tournament, the division style that I said was coming. And guys, we're gonna try to fit this into one video. I'm not sure if we'll be able to do it, but we're sure gonna try. To AFC and NFC, we may have to break them up. But guys, I already explained the rules. In my other video, if you didn't, basically we're doing division style, and then your first 2 rounds of this tournament are going to be through division. It's by standings. Currently will be from division, and then you'll go to the opposite direction, division winner, and then the only other team left in the AFC for the AFC Championship, and then the Super Bowl against the NFC total winner. Blah blah blah. There will be a loser bracket. I will explain. Now, you may be asking, what about the seeds? When they get to, it's like gonna happen a lot. Number one. I'll explain that very quickly. It's just when we get to that point in round 3, it's just gonna be by record, and then if they have the same record, then I'll figure something out. You know, I'll make sure to look through it, come forward if I have to. But guys, our first matchup, we're going to be starting the AFC East in the tournament, is the number 1 Bills at home taking on the number 4 team in their division, the Dolphins. So let's head into this. Make sure to hit that subscribe and hit that like button, turn notifications. Let's go. Alright guys, let's hop into this. Can the Dolphins pull up an upset? We're about to find out. Game starting off with no scores. The Bills take a 3-0 lead. Into second quarter, Dolphins take a 7-3 lead. Bills take a lead 10-7. 17-7 now. Second half now. No scores happening. Defenses are playing well. Dolphins get it closer, 17-10, fourth quarter. 24-10 touchdown by the Bills. 24-17 Dolphins trying to maybe make a comeback late, and they cannot do it. Scored a touchdown in the fourth quarter, but they could not get another one to tie the game. And the Bills take maybe a little bit of a close one, but they take Josh Allen and these Bills take a 24-17 dub over the number 4 seed in the AFC East, the Miami Dolphins. So the Miami Dolphins will go into the loser bracket, and the Bills will move on. So our next matchup, for the last matchup, the AFC East, is the number 2 Patriots at home playing against the number 3 in the AFC East, New York Jets. So, yep, this is a game. It's still kind of wild to me that the Jets are not lower than the Dolphins. Dolphins have been just terrible in real life, but I'm gonna have to say the Patriots. Even they both got rookie quarterbacks. Even that Zach Wilson was taken earlier. Mac Jones, he's just played better, even with not as good as receivers or stuff around him. But I don't know. We'll have to see. This is a Madden simulation, so who knows? Let's get into this. Winner faces the Bills, loser faces the Dolphins. Here we go. Patriots go up 7-0. Second quarter now, 14-0 Patriots, 14-3, 21-3, 21-6. Second half now, 28-6. The Patriots are just dominating this game, 35-6. Fourth quarter, 35-13. Zach Wilson finally gets a touchdown, 38-13, and the game over. This was a total annihilation by the Patriots on these New York Jets. Mac Jones moves on, beating his rookie counterpart Zach Wilson in a 38-13 bout, and the number 2 Patriots will move on to play the number 1 Bills. And then we'll have the number 3 Jets will be playing the number 4 Dolphins. Now, guys, sorry I'm back, but guys, now we're heading to the AFC West. We got the number 1 in the AFC West, the Los Angeles Chargers, taking on the number 4 in the AFC West, the Denver Broncos. Denver Broncos are not even that bad of a team, and they're a number 4 seed. So this will be interesting. It's not like the Chargers are a crazy good team as well, so it'll be interesting to see how this ends up. Alright, guys, Chargers, Broncos, and Chargers Sci-Fi Stadium, or whatever it's called. I don't even know. But let's get into it. No score so far. Denver strikes first, 7-0. Chargers tied at 7-all. No scores. 14-7 for Broncos. 14-all for Chargers, tied up. 17-14, second half, fourth quarter now, 17-all. This is a close game. Denver scores 20-17, 23-17, and the Chargers with a huge, not even that huge an upset actually. This division's really tight. I don't think you could call any game, anybody who wins an upset. I mean, the Broncos 5-4, the Chargers number 1 at 5-3. There's like no difference in this division right now. So this, you had to expect a close game. I mean, everybody thought the Broncos suck, but they just beat the Chargers here in round 1, getting a good 23-17 lead, I believe. Justin Herbert disappointed, walking back into the locker room, as indeed it was Broncos. It was indeed 23-17. So, actually very surprising, the Chargers will go into the loser bracket for this next round, and the Broncos will stay in the winners bracket. Look, guys, I know it seems weird for the Chiefs not to be at home in tournaments, but they're number 3 in the AFC West right now, and the Raiders are number 2 in the AFC West. So Raiders get home field advantage for this game, but the winner of this matchup will play the number 4 Broncos, while the loser will play the number 1 Chargers and be going on the road no matter what. And whoever wins this game will be home for round 2 no matter what. So craziness there. But Raiders, Chiefs, let's get into it. Alright, here we go. Raiders, Chiefs, who will come up on tops. I think if the Chiefs, I mean, if anyone beats anyone inside this division, I'm telling you, it's not an upset. Like, this division is crazy tight, so we'll have to see. Raiders go up 3-0. Chiefs now up 7-3, 10-3 now, 10-6. Raiders can only score field goals, 17-6 now. Second half now. No one's scoring. Chiefs go up 20-6. Fourth quarter, 20-13. Raiders finally score, and they score again and tied at 20-all. What a comeback. Late fourth quarter, Chiefs go a scoring drive, and the Chiefs take it 27-20, and the bottom seeds both take it in the AFC West. And dude, I mean, that was a close game. The Raiders came back in the fourth quarter after being down by 2 touchdowns fourth quarter, came back just for the Chiefs to go on a game-winning drive. Just for the Chiefs to go on a game-winning drive with the last couple seconds left of the game. And now the number 3 Chiefs will play the number 4 Broncos. And then the number 2 Raiders will play the number 1 Chargers at home. And I don't know why it's saying Marcus Mariota. Derek Carr got injured during the game. Wow. So I guess Derek Carr got injured. Maybe the Raiders would have won if that didn't happen. I don't know. But I'll see if I can turn injuries off. But my bad. But I don't know if you can. I'll be looking into that. Next matchup, we're going to the AFC North. The number 1 seed in the AFC North, Baltimore Ravens, taking on the number 4 seed Cincinnati Bengals in the AFC North. I mean, this division's also tight. Ravens 6-2, The Bengals are still only 5-4. It's one game difference between number 1 and number 4 seed. So that's kind of what happens here in mid-year. So any team can win. So I'll try to look for an injury. I'll tell you guys once we get into the game if I was able to or not. But let's just go getting into the game. Alright guys, so I did check and there actually wasn't a setting for it. For when you're just playing exhibition games. When you're just playing expedition games. So, fortunately, there's going to be injuries, but I feel like that is more realistic in a tournament style. Unfortunately, it would be cool, but unfortunately, the injuries won't carry over. But there'll be, say, just injuries for a game or something. So, that's kind of cool. But let's get into it. Ravens, Bengals. Let's go. 3-0 Ravens. 7-3 for Bengals. 10-7. 10 on second quarter. 13-10. 16-10, just field goals from Justin Tucker doing it. Second half now, 22-10. 22-17, fourth quarter. The Bengals need a score, and they're going to let the Ravens score instead. Oh my. 29-24, a tight game. 5-point game. Ravens get the dub. I mean, the Bengals defense allowed a score, so the score from the Bengals offense didn't even matter except make it closer.
They got all those things accomplished, but to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right?
So Ravens stay in the winner bracket, and then the Bengals will go to the loser bracket. Man, I mean, the Bengals defense needed to show up on that drive, and they just couldn't do it. Alright, guys, our next matchup is a team that no one thought would be at the position they're at. Like, they're still not a great team. They're in a very tight division, but they're an okay team, better than what people thought they were going to be, as opposed to what Madden has given them, even with the updates. The Steelers are the number 2 seed in the AFC North, and the Browns, at 86 overall in Madden, are the number 3 seed in the AFC North. So that means they will have to travel to Pittsburgh for this game. Yeah, craziness. I don't think the Steelers will finish ahead of the Browns, but who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? It's up in the air. Because with how Browns have been playing, but they've really been injured. Probably a better team than the Steelers when not injured, but they do have some of the injuries. They still got some of the injuries, but I don't think nearly as bad as they do in real life right now. So, yeah, let's get into it. Let's see. Winner plays Ravens. Loser plays the Bengals. Why did I forget that for a second? Alright, let's jump into this game. Can Big Ben take down a young Baker Mayfield, unlike in the playoffs last year? Let's see it. Pittsburgh goes up 3-0. Browns tied at 3-all. 6-3 for Steelers. 10-6 now, late second half. 13-10, Steelers take the lead. Second half now. 17-13, now advantage the Browns. Fourth quarter now. 20-17, Steelers in the league. 24-20, Browns now up. And the Steelers score last second. Oh my God. And the Steelers getting their redemption on the Browns. Getting a dub, 27-24 over the Browns, dude. Oh my God. The Steelers literally scored with 4 seconds left. If I saw the clock right when we were in Super Sim, they scored with 4 seconds left to get that touchdown to beat Cleveland. Wow, what a game. So that means the Steelers will play the Ravens, and the Browns will play the Bengals. That's good enough handwriting. But yeah, that I do want to check this with you guys to see if they scored with 4 seconds left. Like, I have to check. Oh my god. It was at 3 seconds. The Steelers get a touchdown to get ahead of the Cleveland Browns last second and get the W. Wow. It came down to the last 3 seconds of the ball game. Wow, alright. Alright. So now we have for the last division, the AFC South, number 1 seed, and Tennessee Titans taking on the number 4 seed, Houston Texans. Now you guys are gonna say, but Deshaun Watson's gonna play, cause blah blah blah. I'm gonna make sure to user the Texans and then put Tyrod Taylor to play the game within the depth chart before I start simming. That's how we're gonna handle it. And if he's hurt, then it'll be Davis Mills I'm swapping in. I promise you, we are not letting Deshaun Watson play in this, okay? I'm on it. Alright? So, here we go. Number 1 Titans taking on number 4 Texans. Alright. Oh, wow. Okay, I didn't think it would for some reason. But it actually already puts everyone in front of Deshaun Watson. That's actually really nice. Okay. I was afraid that it wasn't gonna do it, but it did. Okay. But let's just hop into the sim. 7 Texans go up 7-0 in the second quarter. 7-3. Titans getting it closer. Second half now. Titans are still down. Is this an upset brewing? 10-3 now. Fourth quarter. 17-3. The Titans can't move the ball. And the Titans were so close. No way. The 1-8 is it, or 1-7 Texans just beat the 6-2 Titans in the first round, 17-10. Tyrod Taylor shaking hands with Ryan Tannehill. What is going on? The Titans just couldn't score. The Texans didn't do all that much themselves. Very defensive game. And the Titans were down there at the end to tie the game. I think they got in within like the 15, but they just couldn't finish it off. And Titans obviously going to be disappointed. They were easily picked to be in the final 8. Had the easiest first 2 rounds being the AFC South, and they blew it in the first round to the Texans of all teams. I can't imagine what Titans fans would be feeling if this happened in real life. Like this type of tournament happened, and then they would lose first round like that and be sent to the loser bracket. I can't imagine. Tyrod, as you can see, didn't throw any touchdowns. Wasn't that impressive. It was just the Texans' defense was able to stand up to that Titans offense. Unbelievable. For the last matchup of the AFC, you got the number 2 seeded AFC South Colts taking on the number 3 seeded AFC South Jaguars. Now, we all know what happened with my second favorite team last year. We did this, right? Because last spring, when we did this and we did the tournament, not only did they somehow beat the Chiefs in the first round and the Sweet 16, then they went and beat the Raiders. Yeah, that was a crazy, crazy tournament that the Jags, who were the worst team in the league, by the way, with Gardner Minshew, got to the Elite 8 in our tournament last spring. Yes, I understand. Very crazy and very wild year. It was... I don't know what it was, but they're here. Can they pull off miracles again? Theoretically, it's easier for them to pull off miracles with the Titans being eliminated and having to go through the Colts and Texans to get to the same point they were. But I don't know if they'll do it. Winner plays the Texans at home, and the loser travels on the road to Tennessee. Alright, see you there. All right. Here we go. Colts, Jags. Who will come out on top? Colts go on a 7-0 lead. Now a 10-0 lead. 10-3 now, second quarter. Jags can score. Oh, 10-0 now, second half. 17-10, Jags take a lead in the fourth quarter, 24-10. Colts are falling apart, 24-17, and they can't score. What is happening? The Jags get a huge W, 24-17, and will play at home in this tournament against the Texans in round 2. And the Colts, the number 2 seed in the AFC South, go down. Now, I saw this happening way more than Titans and Texans. I know I'm still talking about that game. That game just shocked the freak out of me. I was like, how in the world did the Texans win that game? But hey, it's going to be Jags at home against the Texans. And then you're going to, in the loser bracket, you're going to have the Colts on the road to the Titans. Think it'd be the other way around, but nope. All right. All right, so now it's time for the NFC. So we got the number 1 seeded NFC East, Dallas Cowboys, taking on the number 4 seeded NFC East, Washington Football Team. Now, I think the Cowboys, even there's some doubts with them. They're pretty high overall in Madden, so I think they'll do good. Not just saying this because they're my favorite team. But they also play Washington in the first round, and either the Giants or Eagles in the second. They kind of have a free pass to the Elite Eight, but I kind of said that about the Titans, and then they lost to the Texans. So you don't know, but let's head into this. Alright, here we go. Cowboys, Washington. Let's get into this. Washington takes a 7-0 lead. Oh, 7-3. 10-7, Cowboys take the lead. Second quarter. 17-7. 17-14. Second half, 20-14. Washington ties it at 20-all. 20-all here in the fourth quarter. Washington scores 27-20. Cowboys score 27-all. Washington 30-27. We're in overtime. And Washington gets a huge upset, taking down the Cowboys, winning in overtime, 37-30. And they didn't even have their starter, having to play Tyler Heineke with Ryan Fitzpatrick likely out for the season. I think at this point, just Dak looks disappointed in the Cowboys' loss. The Cowboys were playing down that whole time in the fourth quarter, either tied or playing down. And then Washington just went and won the game. It went to overtime, and Washington, I guess, just got the ball first and got a score in the opening possession of overtime, allowing them to win in that game. So now, that shakes things up a bit with the number 4 seed Washington staying in the winner's bracket, and then the number 1 seeded Cowboys going to the loser's bracket. Man, jeez. Like, you see all the number 1 seeds so far going to the loser bracket. Chargers, Titans, and now Cowboys. I don't know what's up with this, but okay, guys. So our next matchup, anything can happen in this game. This game's just, we got the number 2 seeded Eagles in the NFC East taking on the number 3 seeded New York Giants in the NFC East. Now, the thing is this, the winner will go at home to play Washington. The loser will go on the road to AT&T Stadium to play Dallas. Some wild things are happening, but let's get into it. Alright, here we go. Alright, Eagles, Giants. Let's jump into it. Giants go up 7-0. 7-3. 10-7. Eagles take a lead. Second quarter, 10-all. No one's scoring. 17-all now, second half. 24-17 Giants. 31-17 fourth quarter. 31-24. Can the Eagles come back? 34-24. No, they cannot. And the Giants pull off the win against the Philadelphia Eagles. 34-24. Eagles going down. I mean, I really thought this game could go either way. This is not upset to me at all. Yeah, so the number 3 seeded Giants will be at home in the winners bracket against the number 4 seed Washington football team. And then the number 2 seeded Eagles will be going to the loser bracket, going on the road against the number 1 seeded Dallas Cowboys. It's so weird to me now twice in a row, 2 divisions in a row. Like, actually a lot. There's been 3 divisions now so far, but the number 3 and number 4 seeds have now been the ones in the second round, in the winner's bracket. It's crazy. But, alright. Alright, guys, our next matchup is the next division. Is the number 1 seeded in the NFC West, Arizona Cardinals, taking on the number 4 seeded in the NFC West, San Francisco 49ers. They will be starting Jimmy Garoppolo in this game. So yeah, let's get into it. Alright, here we go. Cardinals, Niners. Cardinals go up 3-0. Now 10-0 in the second quarter now. 17-0. 20-0. Cardinals trying to make this a blowout. 27-0 now in the second half. 30-0. And this game's not even close. 30-7. That last touchdown in the fourth quarter is not gonna matter much. The Cardinals with absolute domination here against in their first round matchup in the 49ers. 30-7. The 49ers just getting absolute crushed by Kyler Murray and these Arizona Cardinals. So the number 1 seeded Cardinals will stay in the winners bracket. Meanwhile, the number 4 seeded 49ers will be in the loser bracket, as to be expected. Now, I don't know if I expected it to be as much as a blowout as I did, though. I thought the Cardinals would maybe win by 2 possessions, maybe. But to win 30-7, jeez. Alright, guys, so we got the number 2 seeded Los Angeles Rams in the NFC West at home taking on the number 3 seeded Seattle Seahawks in the NFC West. Now, yes, I have the newest roster update, and all the trades are included, so Von Miller is indeed on the Rams in this tournament. Chaos. I know. Look at those top 3 players. Jalen Ramsey, Aaron Donald, Von Miller. This team's going to be unstoppable. Like, no offense can score on this defense. Like, look at this. But, guys, yeah, I know you're saying Russell Wilson, he should already be injured in the game, but if he's not, I'll make sure to substitute him out. You guys know the drill. Alright, let's get into this. Funny enough, we saw the stadium earlier in this video, of course, with the Chargers. But, guys, I have looked, and yes, Russell Wilson is labeled as injured, so Geno Smith will be playing like he should be. And maybe they could pull off an upset, but I really think Rams are probably one of my favorites to win the whole thing, but we'll see. I mean, Seahawks go up 6-0 to start. 6-3, 10-6. Rams take a lead. 17-6, second quarter. 17-9, 24-9. 24-16 is a close game in here in the second half. 27-16, 27-24, 31-24. Seahawks have a lead in the fourth quarter. 34-31 Rams now, though. 37-31, and that's over. Actually, I wasn't expecting it to be that close of a game, but and that the Seahawks be able to score that many points on this defense. But the Rams move on, getting a 37-31 dub over Geno Smith's Seahawks. A good win for them. A little bit closer than what I expected. Nevertheless, a good win for them. And they're moving on to go on the road to Arizona to play the number 1 seeded Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, the Seahawks are gonna be at home. Number 3 Seahawks are gonna be at home in the loser bracket against the number 4 seed 49ers. And hey, if you guys want to put bets down in the comments for the second round, please actually do so. I want you to do that, cause that would be just an interesting thing to do. You guys kind of say, oh, I think this team's going to beat this team in the second round. So I'm kind of telling the scores. Or once I get how the bracket's looking, you can go back on this video and comment. Please comment. But if I was you, I'm going to give you some advice. I would put my money on the Seahawks against the 49ers. I would. But I don't know. You guys do your thing. Alright, guys, but also, coming back, we're not putting money on the line, but if you were putting money on the line, I give you that advice. Yeah, okay, we understand. Okay, so now we're heading to the NFC North. We got the number 1 seeded Green Bay Packers in the NFC North going against the winless number 4 seed in the NFC North, Detroit Lions. I think we all know who's going to win this game. Detroit hasn't even won a game so far this season. So yeah, let's head into this, what we know is going to happen. I mean, we've seen crazy things. Maybe they get their first win against the Packers. I don't know. Alright, here we go. Detroit, Green Bay. If Detroit wins this game, I don't know what to think about Madden Simulation. 7-0 for the Packers. 7-all. Detroit ties it 10-7 now. Second quarter, 17-7. And 24-7 going, 24-10 going in the second half. 31-10 now. 31-13, fourth quarter. 38-13. Yeah, it's looking like a Packers W. And it is. The Packers get a 38-13 W as expected to the Detroit Lions. And the Packers are moving on in the winner's bracket to round 2. And the Lions will be moving down the ranks into the loser bracket of this tournament. Alright, this next game, we got the number 2 seed NFC North, Minnesota Vikings, taking on the number 3 seed in the NFC North, Chicago Bears. Now, this is an interesting game. Yes, the Vikings are a number 2 seed in this. They own the... I don't know if they... At least from what I looked at right now, they just put the Vikings ahead of the Bears. I don't think they've played each other yet. Maybe they did in the Vikings one. I'm not sure, but hey, I looked on ESPN. They had the Vikings ranked higher than the Bears. I think they had the exact same record. So I went off of that. Okay, what do you want from me? But yeah. So let's head into this game. Winner has to go to Green Bay to play the Green Bay Packers, and the loser gets a home bout against the winless Chicago Bears and the loser bracket. Alright, guys, here we go. Minnesota, Chicago. Who's going to come up on top? And still scoreless in the second quarter. Finally, Bears score 7-0. And 14-0 at halftime. Vikings down right now 17-0. They're trying to get blown out. 24-0. 31-0. And oh my god, that's the first 0 we've seen, and I think the only one we're gonna see. The Bears beat the Vikings 31-0. Wow. Man, what a result. I thought this was going to be a pretty close game with them having similar records, or maybe even slightly in the Vikings' favor, but no. The Bears blow out the Vikings 31-0. Jeez, man. But the number 3 Bears will play the number 1 Packers then, and then the number 3, the number 2, the number 2 Vikings. Let me jot this down. Vikings will play against the number 4 Detroit Lions in the loser bracket. Jeez, man, the craziness going on. But guys, here we go. Next matchup. We got for our final division. So these are the last 2 matchups of this video. We got the number 1 Tampa Bay Buccaneers, number 1 seeded in the NFC South, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the number 4 seeded in the NFC South, Carolina Panthers, who now have Stephon Gilmore. It's going to be an interesting bout. We'll see. Alright, here we go. Tampa Panthers. Who will come out on top? Bucks take a 3-0 lead to start it out. 6-0 lead now, second quarter. 9-0, just field goals all around. 16-0, finally a touchdown. 16-3. Guys, I'm back, but 22-12, 29-12, and it's over. The Bucks. Sorry, guys, a little distracted here, but my bad. The Bucks take a 29-12 pretty handily throughout. Maybe, I think he was close at one point, but pretty much throughout was in control of the game and get a 29-12 win over the Panthers. Alright guys, so now for the last matchup of the video. You got the number 2 seeded NFC South, New Orleans Saints, with an injured Jameis Winston, so they're going to have to play, what's his name again? Oh yeah, Hill. Tristan Hill? I don't know, I always forget his name. I don't know why. Like, everyone knows the guy's name, but taking on the number 3 seeded NFC South, Atlanta Falcons. So I don't know, with an injured quarterback having to play Tristan Hill, I'm probably saying his name wrong, whatever, but Falcons got a chance in this game, but we'll see. Last matchup of the day. Let's go. Oh, excuse me. They're actually playing Trevor Seaman. I thought they would play, what's his name? Taysom, that's what it is. Taysom Hill? But no, they're playing their lowest overall. I guess that's what the Saints are doing in real life. I thought Madden would maybe change it up. I don't know. I just feel like he's, maybe they think he's the best guy behind Jameis Winston. I don't know, but we'll see if they can still win with him. Let's get into it. Last game of the video. Saints take a 3-0 lead. Now a 10-0 lead. Now a 17-0 lead. They're dominating with him. 17-7. 17-14. And now it's tight. 24-14. 24-21. Second half now. 24 all, 31-24. 31 all, fourth quarter. 38-31. 38 all inside 2 minutes. And Saints score 41-38, and Atlanta goes down to a backup. Really should be a 4th-string quarterback, in my opinion, to be honest. But that's based off his Madden rating. He's probably a little bit better in real life than people give him credit for. He's actually played pretty. He hasn't played good, but he's played all right. So I can't hate on the guy too much. But the feedback of Jameis Winston Sr. and I'm not that great. I'm sorry. But nevertheless, the Saints get a 41-38 W over the Atlanta Falcons to move on in the winners bracket and face the #1 seed Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And so that means the Atlanta Falcons will be at home against the #4 seed Carolina Panthers in the loser bracket. So guys, that's all gonna be all for this video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, turn notifications. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in my next video.